Hello fans, Cowboy Joe Boo here with the Joe Boo Report. It's officially the off-season for the Dallas Cowboys, and now all the speculation will begin of who's coming and who's going. Well, let's start with Johnny Football. He's already said he wants to be a Dallas Cowboys, and it looks like the Browns, after the last incident, are done with him. So the question I asked you, do you think he's a good fit for the Dallas Cowboys? Not only for his play on the field, but also with his attitude and off-field drama. Well, let's go to the tape.
Report. An employee and patron said they saw Johnny Manziel at Las Vegas's Planet Hollywood on Saturday night, although publicly the Browns said they have no knowledge of Manziel being in Vegas. Then on Sunday, Browns owner Jimmy Haslam said that Manziel failed to check in with medical staff at the team's facility, as players with concussions are required to do. Johnny Manziel was in meetings with the Browns brass this morning. Also on Sunday, the Browns fired GM Ray Farmer and coach Mike Pettin after a 3-13 season. A lot of turmoil for this Browns organization. Skip, where do you think Manziel will play next season?
Molly, Stephen A., he would like to play in Dallas, Texas. I personally would like to see him play in Dallas, Texas under one big condition: that he get himself right in the offseason the way he failed to last offseason. I still believe Johnny Manziel has a problem that he did not come to grips with in his rehab stint last offseason. I have no idea whether he was or wasn't in Las Vegas on Saturday night, per the USA Today report. We do know he missed his required treatment early Sunday morning. We also know that he posted a picture of him, a cryptic picture of him and his cat, supposedly from Avon, Ohio, the suburb of Cleveland, on Saturday night.
His dog.
Johnny, it was his dog? Okay, his dog. Sorry. Cats, dogs.
Sorry, no, it was an animal. Yeah.
If Johnny really weren't in Las Vegas, he should have tweeted, "I'm not in Las Vegas," or he should have called a reporter and said, "I'm at home with my little dog that looks like a cat." It's a dog cat. That's what it looks like. It's just so cryptic, because my gut tells me he was in Las Vegas on Saturday night, and he was trying to alibi the way he often alibis. You got to get yourself straight, Johnny, or you're going to have recurring problems that will only get worse and worse. And God help us all, I hate to even throw this out there, I don't want to see Johnny ultimately end up the way Lamar Odom ended up. And I know that's the harsh far end of the spectrum here, but I've seen it happen before, and I don't want to see it happen again to a Johnny Manziel.
I respect where you're coming from. I really, really do. And I don't disagree with you, but I'm going to go a step further. And I apologize to Johnny Manziel and others for what I'm about to say. I wouldn't have Johnny Manziel on my team right now.
Okay. Fair.
I do not trust him. I think that Johnny Manziel's got some serious problems. I'm going to defer to my man Chris Carter, who I talked to. Yeah. Obviously, we work together here. He's on Mike and Mike. We work on NFL Countdown together, all of this other stuff. Chris Carter knows a hell of a lot more than me. I will defer everybody to his level of expertise, because he knows what's going on, not just because he experienced it, but he speaks to a lot of people in the NFL. He speaks to some of the same people I have spoken to. And what I'm hearing about Johnny Manziel is not good. And none of it has to do with football. And I'm going to leave it at that. This brother's got problems, if what they're saying is true. The fact is, we may not know the specifics, but let me tell you something. If you ain't in Vegas, why the hell are you tweeting something about your cat or dog or whatever the hell it is? You know, who you fooling? Who you playing with?
Who are you
we
fooling?
all boo-boo the fool?
Thank you.
Let's stop the nonsense, all right? And so let's take worst case scenario and educate and say to ourselves for a second, what if you were in Vegas? What does that mean? You know what that means? That means during the NFL season, while a game was scheduled to be played the next day, you were in Vegas, Sin City. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for when it comes to Johnny Manziel.
Wait a minute, you're going to walk into a casino in Las Vegas and nobody's going to recognize you?
Well, let me tell you something right now. As somebody who has frequented Vegas on many occasions, you don't have to go to a casino to have a damn good time.
Yep.
So let me assure you that there are other ways to get in trouble in Vegas. That's why they call it Sin City. That's
Okay.
the casino's just one city.
I wouldn't know about any of that.
You wouldn't. That's why you got me. I would.
Oh.
So I'm here to tell you.
gosh.
I'm here to tell
dog
you.
cat.
It can get, well, listen, I'm disciplined, but a lot of people ain't. And I'm telling you, it's bad in Vegas. So with that being said, you being the NFL quarterback of my team, I need you in the film room. I need you putting in those long hours. I need you fixated and dedicated and locked in and focused on the sport of football. And you clearly, if the word problem isn't apropos, the word distraction definitely is apropos. You got too much of something to be the quarterback of my team.
Okay.
So I'm saying to you, because of that position, because of your history, because of the microscope that you are under, okay, you clearly are not locked in because you allow these distractions to continuously permeate your franchise.
You did.
I can't trust you.
Okay.
I need to be able to trust you to have you. Look, Ryan Mallett's out of a job. Was out of a job, not now, but he was out of a job.
Sure.
Ryan Mallett was out of a job. And it wasn't anything compared to Johnny Manziel, according to the headlines.
Even though, I must say, we all saw flashes on the football field this year of what Johnny Manziel can be in pro football.
Doesn't mean anything.
Okay,
Now, why?
but we got to see a little bit, like he can translate.
We got to see that he could play.
Yeah.
The brother threw 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, okay, had a QBR 42 or whatever, which is an improvement from 8 that it was last year, okay? And there's nothing about Johnny Manziel that blew your socks off.
No, but
you say
you
he
just
could
saw
play.
glimpses.
We saw
He could play.
flashes.
Listen, we saw he
But
could play.
this is beyond bad
We
decision
saw
making now.
he could
This is-
play. You being able to play ain't enough.
No.
You can't even have rumors about you being in Vegas in the middle of the damn season or near the end of the season.
That's
It's
why
still
you
a
have
regular
to believe
season. Come on now.
he
Come
has
on now. Come on, man. Come on now.
We all want to see him healthy and right, but on a lighter note, we have to show this picture because cat dog might be the greatest line.
It's
Paul
cat
kept
dog.
having this serious subject, then you had to drop that, Skip, and I couldn't control my laughter. That's a cute little selfie.
First of all, that doesn't tell us whether you're sober or inebriated.
Doesn't?
No.
Nor does it tell us
Maybe he
where
came
you
to
are.
Vegas,
Hold on, wait a
though.
minute.
Could've
That
taken
could have
football
happened
plane.
in Vegas. Why would you do that? It's not a joke.
I know.
It's not a joke
Called
anymore.
alibi.
It ain't working.
Yeah.
Leave it there, the cat dog. Did Tom